Today we are going to be making a picture of a flower, and we're going to find out how many petals there are in our name. Now, I know we do an activity like this every month, and typically it's with construction paper, and we're cutting with our scissors, and we're gluing, and we're using a black crayon to write the letters of our name. Well, we're going to do it a little different today because it's a little different now. I'm in my kitchen and you're at your house. So I figured we would draw a picture of a beautiful flower and figure out how many petals we have in our name. Are you ready? Okay, so I'm going to put my flower over here. This is what you need. You'll need a piece of paper and you will need 5 crayons. Why 5 crayons? Because you're 5. So I'm using a green, a brown, I'm using magenta. You can use whatever pretty color you want for your flower. Orange, and again, you can use whatever color you want for the middle of your flower. And then black. And we will use black to write the letters of our name. So there's 3 colors you must have. You ready? Green, brown, and black. And if you have time, you can add blue. So to start us off, I am going to draw the stem of a flower. Now the stem of the flower is what holds a flower up. So, and let's pretend my hand is dirt. Underneath my hand would be the roots, and the roots feed the flower or feed the plant. And we'll learn more about that later. Move this to the side. I think I'll take my hand and I'll place it at the bottom. I'll start my stem right about there. I don't want to go to the very top, so perhaps I'll place another dot right about there. Your line does not have to be perfectly straight because in life, flower stems are not perfectly straight. I always like to add 3 leaves, and this is how I make a leaf. Curvy line, line in the middle. Here we go. Curvy line, line in the middle. Curvy line, line in the middle. Okay. I think I will also take a moment and fill in my leaves. Now, as I'm filling them in, I'm making sure I'm, number 1, doing my very, very best. I'm making sure that I do very short lines, and my lines only go back and forth, not up and down. Making sure that I'm not scrabbling. Okay, so I'm going to do this leaf and this leaf. While I'm doing it, maybe you can grow your stem and grow your leaves. Okay, so how did it go? Do you have a nice stem and do you have some leaves? Good. If your leaves aren't filled in just yet, don't worry about it. You have plenty of time to go back. My next line will be with my green crayon. You know me, I love my horizon lines. And I called this green, I apologize, with my brown crayon. Now, my horizon line is my soil. The soil line or the horizon line does not need to be perfectly straight because dirt or soil is rarely ever straight. And here's another chance for you to practice working on making nice short lines. Oops, I went out of my line. Working hard to do your very, very best. And I am going to fill in the soil. So why don't you take a moment, if you haven't already drawn your horizon line, and go ahead and fill in your soil, okay? See you in a second. Okay, phew. How does your hand feel? I want you to stop for a moment. Stretch out your hand, wiggle your fingers around. Stretch, bring them in tight. Stretch your fingers out. Oh, good job. That feels so much better, huh? Take your brown again, and now we are going to make our roots. Now, the roots are so important for the plant, and we will learn more about it through some books I have to read to you and some videos. But what the roots do, they take all of the good stuff out of the soil, and it's kind of like a sponge, and it absorbs. Say the word absorb. The roots absorb the water, the minerals, all the good stuff, and kind of sucks it up all the way up to the leaves and the stem and then the petals. So I'm going to add a few more roots because there's never just one straight root. There are little bits of roots everywhere. If you look at carrots that have not been cleaned, you might even see some roots that kind of look like hairs. Okay, so there are my roots. Now, I'm going to make this part of the flower. If you have a lot of letters in your name, you're going to want to take maybe a finger space away from the stem. I'm doing Lulu's name, and she has, 4 letters in it. So I will put my yellow circle close to the stem. If you're like Christopher and you're going to do all 11 letters, make your yellow circle up here because you're going to need room to add your petals. So I'll add my orange circle right there. Again, doing my very best job. Maybe I'll make it very big. Let's see. What do you think? Do you like it? Thank you. Now, the petals. Petals are pretty easy. It's very much like the leaves. It's a curvy line that connects. Let's see. So with Lulu, she has only 4. So I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of sprinkling them around the petal. Maybe I'll make them big. It's a nice big flower. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this petal does not look like that petal. Yeah, it's okay. There we go. 4 petals. Now, doing my best job ever, I'm going to color in each petal. I'm not going to press too hard. I'm going to go light, and once again, I'm stabilizing the paper. My crayon's going in one direction. So important that our crayon only goes in one direction and make short strokes that works on our fine motor skills and gets that fun pincer muscle stronger. That muscle right in here, right? Okay. I'm going to do some magic, and when I come back to you, the rest of the petals will be all colored in. The petals are done. Magic, right? Yeah. Now I will take the black crayon and I'm going to write Lulu's name, 1 letter on each petal. Super important. Now, we always write from left to right. So for Lulu's name, we know it's an L-U-L-U. Shall I place the first L right here? Say no, that's the right side of the paper. Okay. Shall I place her L here? No. I know it doesn't go there. It must go here. This is the petal on the left-hand side of the paper. And always, whenever we write a name, we start our name with an uppercase letter because our names are so important. They must have an uppercase letter. L, here I go. Now you can write your name in all uppercase letters, or you can write it uppercase and the rest lowercase. Your choice. So L, U, L. Do you notice I started my letters at the top? Because where do you start your letters? At the top. Okay. L, U, L. Oh goodness, I cannot remember. What is that last letter? Who can tell me? What? I can't hear you. Say it louder. U. Thank you. U. Lulu. Lulu has 1, 2, 3, 4. Will you take your finger, please, and count each petal? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Thank you guys for drawing with me. I hope you have a good day.